Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Banished with the Colonial Charter mod. We've had a bit of a break, but we're back now, and I've built a roaring fire to keep you warm on this snowy winter's evening. I hope you appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not even entirely sure what's on fire. We're burning down. The hunting cabin is on fire, no, that's all hunting cabin. This wooden house next door will shortly be testimony to why people in wooden houses shouldn't live next door to a raging inferno. Hopefully, across the street here, the Forester's Lodge will stay intact. This looks like a bucket chain going on, so I'm pretty confident that they'll have this put out before it rages out of control. The good news is that they're miles away from anywhere of any importance whatsoever. But I'm going to keep an eye on it just to make sure that it's under control, and then I can order it to be rebuilt. Don't worry, we'll have a tour around town in a moment in that way that we all enjoy. Just waiting for there's nothing really left to burn now. And you would think that the snow would have some kind of benefit if people were to just scoop it up off the ground in their buckets and dump it on there. This is going. Oh no! There we go. The Forester's Lodge is now also on fire. All right. Well, they're both going to burn to the ground. The good news is that it means that all those locals will help to try and put those out, and if they don't manage it, well, so be it. We'll just have to rebuild them, won't we? Anyway, last time around, if those of you with lengthy memories will recall that I'd made a slight miscalculation in this area here, and so I've put that right. I've put it straight, and what you've missed in the 3 game years, I guess, that I've been running. We built back pretty much everything we demolished, but we've also built ourselves an inn and garden, which is nice, so people can go and have a frosty beverage at the end of the evening. We've also got another weavers in here. We've got a statue carver, just, because it fit. A couple of stockpiles sitting in there. I'm using stockpiles as decoration. Just to kind of fill in the gaps, because storage space is not what it once was. We are fairly jam-packed on storage space, and I've had a bit of we had a massive starvation, and I saw it coming, and I managed to stave it off just about. I didn't see it as worth your while pausing to show you that drama. We got it all under control. Everything is back and frisking. So, what are we up to today? I better show you the rest of the stuff that we've done. Over the other side of the river, so you'll recall, we've got our livestock here. Well, I've expanded the livestock. We've also got another pen here that is currently unused, but we've got sheep. Finally, back in business. I ordered some more sheep. We've also got 2 more pigs as well. Pigs. And we've got some cows. Largely to keep the dairies topped up so that they can keep the bakeries topped up. And I'm building a variety of plant. Well, I'm not going to say a variety. They're all exactly the same. Plantation houses for the farming folk to live in, to show just how appreciated they truly are. The only thing that's really slowing that down at the moment is a shortage of bricks, which is also on the agenda to fix today. Now, before moving on to finer things, we're just going to call up the production graph here. So, last year we produced 49,000 food and used 47,000. That's a warning point there, friends. This year so far we've produced 48,000, and we've still got fishing and hunting. Well, apart from the one that's burned down, of course, fishing and hunting are still on the go. So we'll probably hit around the same amount again, but that is not going to hold us. And if you can squint very carefully or pull out your magnifying glass over this side here, you'll see that we've now got a population of 300. Well, no, let's not mess around. We've got about 450 people in town overall. So I need to expand my food production soon, if not sooner. I'm growing flax here for the manufacture of linen, simply because that's not something I can currently manufacture. But I've got a couple more fields going up. I mean, that's not going to do it, but it's a start. Likewise, down here in Orchard Central. Orchard Central has recently expanded to add another 6 orchards in there, and again, that's largely to fuel apricots. Yes, apricots, because apricot bread is a thing that we specialise in here in Colonelsburg. So I'm just gonna bash a quick road in there to get the connection up. So yes, as you can see, I also demolished the old bridge, put up a fresh one. I don't think there's an awful lot of artistry going on with this fish harvesting depot. We've got, what are they? Fisherman's hut, dock. Yes. Not a lot of skill, just dangling a rod over the edge. But there you go. It all seems to be ticking along. Right. Let's recommission these, shall we? There we go. Yeah. They were there for a reason. I recently discovered that one of my foresters was focusing purely on hardwood, and as such, I've got 6,500 of it kicking around. So I recently set up a fancy furniture maker. Yes, the other thing on the go. So my shipyard is operational, which is nice. And next door to it, we've got a wharf and ship. But once again, we're waiting on bricks, we're waiting on building supplies. You can see where we're going with this. Likewise, our building supplier, which is currently building building supplies, has just been switched over. It was on furnishings, of which I would imagine I've probably got quite a few. For furnishings, 61. Okay, not many. Not as many as I might have hoped. What ho? Never mind. Yes. So the overall scheme of things, once again, is we're gradually going to remove the old town here. So this is the old town. This section, and fashion it into this new modern swanky complex that we've got going on. That's the caper that we've got in mind, anyway. Exactly how that's going to pan out, I haven't completely decided, but I'll keep you informed. I won't just build it while you're away. I'll make sure that you're here for every splinter and crevice. Apparently, right. Okay. First things first. Let's empty the stop working. How do we stop working and tell it to empty? No, keep working. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Because I don't want to lose this chicken farm. Well, what I'm planning to... Oh no, that's the... See, I've got to set up a fresh doodah for it. Chickens, please. Thank you. Yep, there we go. Right, okay, so that's you happy, and then we tell you to empty it. Right, clear off. Go on. Send your chickens up the road, madam. Right, herdsman, 19 and 21. Well, that's 21 that then. Good, this is now empty. Actually, we don't need to 21 this. I'll leave it at 21 until I have removed it. There we go. Get it underway. Now, I think we'll up the tempo a touch. Running at full tilt now does drag things down to a halt a little, but I'll spare you that. We'll keep things at a more sedentary pace for now. So yes, lots of upgrades to be done, but I want to get my new brickworks established somewhere. Now, what I haven't figured out is where my industrial area is actually going to be, because it won't stay here forever. I'm going to remove that and possibly even remove this mine, even though it's upgraded. I might reconsider that as a thought process, but that would allow me to then flatten this area and make use of it for other projects, I suppose. But given that we've got, shipyards and docks and quays and a house, with my building supplier over here. I think this might be the place whereby I build. I get all industrial up in here, and of course the long-term scheme is to key up all the way around this kind of lake edge, moving the trader to somewhere else, just to sharpen it up, to show that we've got some pride in our surrounds. Right, shall we? Yeah, what the heck? Let's issue a destruction order here. Right, and then over here as well. Now that's going to be that's going to keep all of my my recently graduated students busy for quite some time. But I think this is going to be the industrial area, since we already have, industry a go here, and we can link up with another fishing pond over there. I think this plan has merit. I think there is spirit to it. I think there is an engaging something. Anyway, that's going to take a while, isn't it? Even at 5 times, which is excessive. But we want to get our. If we think this through in terms of a bit of layout, we're going to want some kind of a plaza-y, streety kind of a deal. Plazas themselves I'm not so keen on. Oh, hold on. Why can't you place there? Who's in the way? What have I got going on here? What is that? Can we see? Not entirely certain what we've got there. For some reason, that single block there won't allow me to build on it. Alright, I'll wait until some of those trees are gone and we'll come back and have a look. Could just be a decidedly uneven piece of ground. Anyway, another improvement that we're looking at is back here at City Hall, at the courthouse. It's not Town Hall. Town Hall's elsewhere in a completely ridiculous location. But I suspect what I'll end up doing is a similar kind of town square approach around the City Hall, in order to I don't know, in order to just keep it happy. Now, what I want is this. Yes. Worship and remembrance. We want to build a graveyard. Not an abbey, no. Fenceless graveyard or a cemetery. Feels like an odd place to do it. Surely outside a church or a chapel of some description would be the better way to go, rather than just stick in the halls, the many dead outside the town hall. What I know, what we want. This is the courthouse. What we want is a barracks. What have we got here? What can you do for me? Now, none of these, if I understand correctly, none of these actually have a purpose. Although this looks like fun. There's a lot of fun stuff here. Oh, I think I'll build this somewhere else. I think we'll go hog wild and build that somewhere more fitting. A key brewery. No, well, we're not in a key area here, so that's not going to be it. Maybe it's under statues of flags. No, signposts. Town decorations. Right, give me a. How does one? How do we cycle through these? It's not right click. Oh, cycle through with F. Okay. So we've got, what's this? That looks to be a gallows. Oh, that'll make people happy, won't it? Yeah, we'll have one of those. That's a stocks. That's another gallows. All right, evidently the gallows I opted for first time around weren't gallowsy enough. What are you going to be? No sign as yet. A small privy. Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait for this to get built. It seems to be trotting along at a fair pace. That's a guillotine. That's a gallows. No, it was the stocks again. Stocks, gallows, stock. No, that's a guillotine. We're not French. We're not going to go with a guillotine. Double stocks. Okay, I think I'm building a gallows. That will do nicely. That's the kind of frontier justice that we're going to operate on, and we'll stick a wooden bench over here. In fact, let's put a this is pretty ghoulish. Let's make a nice spectators area for executions. Which way is that facing? That's facing that way. What's this one? Stone bench. No, people don't need stone. There we go. There we go. Get some benches up. Excellent. What else might go nicely in here? A decorative rock. No, I don't think so. A campfire. Oh, there we go. Right. Lest anyone feel like stepping out of line, we now have the ability to stick an errant shoreman, send them to justice should the need arise. And shortly we will also have the seating area for spectators thereon. Decorative signpost. We could put a signpost to the gallows. No, you're just being silly. I haven't really mucked around with decorations too much yet. Other than a statue. I want a ruddy great statue of me. Iron statue of a courthouse bell. Really? That's not the kind of flag we want. We want something. Well, I think we'll. Yeah, I think that's going to be it, isn't it? There we go. We'll stick a flag in here. Just mark ourselves as truly arrived, and then we'll stick some flower bed around the outside. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait for that to show up, so I know exactly where I'm building things. Anyway, right, let's go see how our clearance is getting on down the other end. Because it would be nice to make some progress here. Okay, well, they've got to work a little, at least. What are you two chaps employed in? You're still waiting for your hunting lodge to be finished. I'll tell you what, let's apply a couple more builders to the task and see if we can't hustle that along some. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is we'll build a like an industrial complex here, and we'll include stuff like, we'll put a marketplace in, and we'll put some more buildings for people to live in. Actually, the one thing I don't have on this quayside at the moment is the brewery I saw earlier. Now, can I plonk this over the top? Or do I need to build this before placing a seawall? I need to build it before placing a wall. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll do that elsewhere. What about another fishery? Although I believe this area is largely fished out at present. What are you waiting for? Rope. Well, I've got a roper, and they should be roping. Roper's in the town centre here. No, it's not that chap. See, he's waiting for apricots. Plenty of flour. Oh, yeah. No apricots. Pottery. No. No. None of this. It's going to look like somewhere that makes rope. Like here, for example. Ah, yeah. See? Rope. Excellent. Oh, yeah, hemp. Right. What have you brought for me? Pecan seeds. No, I'm not bothered about pecans. Pecans. We could buy the building supplies and move things along a little. I've already got bison. I know, you wouldn't have thought that would be a thing I have, but yeah, bison. Already got them. How many firewood? Tons of it. I got loads of firewood. No, I don't need anything from you, but thank you. Oh, salt might have been a good idea. I haven't figured out where to get salt from yet. One of you, I'm sure, will immediately pipe up and go, you get salt from the salt works. Salt works boiler. Salt boils down seawater, pumped into a salt works, turning into salt. That seems to be something that we need. Actually, no, look, if I'm patient, we'll stick that in the industrial area. I don't suspect for a moment that anybody particularly wants to live next door to a salt works. One would imagine that the smell would be quite something. So why are you upset with me here? Because there's the... See, I can build right up to that bit of building edge. Oh, in which case, where's the problem? Okay. No, it's not there either. All right. Let's plumb this in. I did largely because the builders always seem to prefer building roads. What's going on here? What is vexing you in this area? There just seems to be a little rock there, which is surely marked for removal among my fine labouring folk. We can. I mean, I figured they're already marked for. See, look, there's several that can't be removed. Or maybe I just missed them the first time. It's possible, but my understanding is, yeah, you see, it doesn't want to do it. So what's that? Oh, well, okay. Well, we can bring out the sledgehammer for this job. Where are we? There we go. Flattened terrain. Water and holes come up, mountains come down. Used to remove structures. Remove structures or delete yellow icons after it's done. That one appears to be the same, including mountain trees. Instantly destroys all resources. Okay, right. Well, let's give that a go. Let's not get too carried away. That made the will not comply noise. Well, some power tool you are, dear boy. You were inferring that you were a world ender. Alright, let's try that. Nope. Maybe it's because it is flat already. Huh. Okay, well. Well, whatever it was that was in the way is no longer in the... What's your flipping... It's just not going to go through the trees. Okay, fine. Well, I can wait. I'm not, you know, I'm not completely impatient. I mean, I'm impatient to kind of get a wriggle on this side of things. Because I need to start thinking about where I'm expanding to next, really. I've already kind of made a few inroads. So over here, for example, I've got, you know, I've started bridging over, and I'll, you know, I've got another one up there. I'll have another one here in the middle somewhere. We've got some forestry going on there at the moment, but to be honest, this is such a nice big area of relatively flat land that it would appear churlish not to build, you know, a whacking great, I don't know, something on it. What are you? Oh, you're there on a clear all this stuff out, aren't you? Huh. So that needs to move. But we've already made inroads over here. There's a dark mine. This sounds a little on the sinister side. But yes, I mean, lots of deforestation to go on over there, and then we'll figure out something more useful to do with the area. Likewise, I need a scheme for the lower part of town. In fact, I was going to put a rather grand market in here somewhere. And what are we thinking? What are you telling me I'm short on? Logs. I'll cope. That's fine. Logs will be fine in the fullness of time. And why have I got one herdsman more than is required? Could it be these chickens only require a no? 9 of 18. That's good. That's good. That's good. Everything's good here. Got plenty of milk in, so that's going to be charging along nicely. Let's get this road finished off here, and while we're about it, we'll give people choices. That's what I'm about. Oh, we've finished all our houses. Look. Well, that's fun. Okay, right. In which case, I'm not keeping check on my population growth, because every extra house that crops up is going to generate further population, which of course are going to eat more food. Production. Last year produced 50,000, used 51. Okay, we're already in trouble. So yes, food. Need to figure that out. Fortunately, I've got a couple of fields that are ready to rock, but they're not going to come online till next year. What should we grow here? Something that people can just eat. Suck on a bit of sugar cane. No, I don't think so either. Let's go kale, because you know that's a food. As is good old traditional chickpeas. There we are. The oldest food stuff in the valley, and still one of the finest. Oh, look, labourers. How are we doing on stone cutting? Let's up the tempo on that and on mining at the same time. Anywhere else need filling out? Anywhere at all? Let's sack that herdsman that's not doing anything. A carver. Oh, go on then. Go and get to work. Right, so 19 labourers, that's positive. Plenty of students coming through. Right now, the big problem's going to be jobs, and a lot of those are going to need to be food, because even though I've just stuck in another couple of fields, it's not going to do it. I'm going to need to find a new farming zone. So why don't you join me next time when we shall endeavour to do just that. A bit of a catchy up kind of an episode, but you know, we've built ourselves a gallows and somewhere for people to watch justice being dispensed. Lovely. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Let's slow things down a touch here, just as we roll to the people that are walking through the gallows. Look, that's an issue. This bloke's not even jumping over those benches. Why not leave a like if you enjoyed this video? That's a positive thing that you can do. Likewise, subscribe if you have not yet done so, and I'll be back very soon with, as you would imagine, more of the same. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio.